Upgrade Your English B1 Plus Workbook. Published and copyright Sterling English.
Unit 1. Listening. You will hear 5 people talking about their oldest friend. Choose from the list A to G what each speaker says. Use the letters only once. There are 2 extra letters which you do not need to use. Speaker 1.
Old friends are wonderful, a bit like the best family. Mine come from the neighbourhood where I've lived all my life. My oldest friend is a woman that I met when we were both at primary school. We both come from single-parent families and always got on very well. We helped each other when life was difficult. Even when I thought my world was falling apart, my friend was there to lend a hand. She really is very important to me, and I know I couldn't get by without her.
Speaker 2.
I try very hard to keep in touch with my oldest friend Joanna, who lives in Australia. We met while we were still studying at university. When we got our first jobs, we bought a house together in London. It was perfect because she was always so cheerful and never grumbled, even if she was sick and tired of her work. We both did our fair share in the house and rarely argued. Then she started going out with a young Australian colleague, and a year later she moved to Australia. We still have a chat every week, but I miss her company.
Speaker 3.
My oldest friend really is that. He is about 50 years older than me and a bit like the grandfather that I never had. He's a university professor who I met while I was studying art. I find him really interesting and we always have amazing discussions. We argue too, but we both enjoy a good argument. He gives me good advice in my career as an artist, but often criticises my work too. He always says what he thinks, which is something I admire in him.
Speaker 4.
I met my oldest friend when my children were small. We both had school-aged children, and one day we just started talking at the school gates. We discovered that our children were in the same class and also got on well. Both our families were new to the neighbourhood. It was fun to get together with another mother who understood my problems. Our children grew up together and soon made more friends, and we also found that the local people were not unfriendly at all. Now our children have grown up and we're both in our 50s. We still enjoy each other's company.
Speaker 5.
My oldest friend and I were once very close, like brothers. We met when we played music together in a band after we'd just left school. We argued a lot and the band fell apart. We didn't speak to each other for a whole year. Later I realized that life is too short to fight over small things, and now we are good friends again. We are both musicians now, and when we get together, we usually laugh about our past arguments. We are both older and calmer now. We're like brothers again, and often go away on holiday together with our families when we get a chance.